This is a How Is He podcast with Podge and Poppa, proudly sponsored by Ampifi. Power up your podcast. Let's kick it off.
Welcome to episode 66 of the How Is He podcast, joined as always by my co-host Podge Poppa right here in the Ampifi Studios in the heart of Carlow. This week, Poppa, we have another legend on with us. A woman who is possibly one of the greatest ever to come out with Carlow in relation to sports. She's been playing soccer at top level since 2012, mainly with Wexford Youths. She's well over 250 appearances in the Women's National League, picking up 4 FAI Cups, 3 Women's National League titles, 1 Women's National League Cup and 1 Women's National League Shield. She also represented Ireland from 17s to 19s, getting to a European semi-final with the 19s in 2014. Now, she also has 5 senior football titles.
Yeah.
1 Leinster and 1 All-Ireland with Bennekerry, Tinryland, along with loads of individual awards that she was too kind of modest to tell us about, right? But anyway, just Google her. We're absolutely delighted to have on Lauren Dwyer. Lauren, how are you? How's things?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on. I have been at you a long time, to be honest with you. You have been recommended by a few people. I remember Kylie saying to me, get Lauren to be very good. So now was the episode to have you on.
Now's the time to shine.
Yeah. Are you nervous?
Absolutely.
Are you? Really? Are you? Why?
I don't like doing interviews or podcasts, so this will be my first and last.
Is this your first podcast?
You
You were on the left wing back one, were you not?
Yeah, but I would probably consider I was still drunk. it was after the All Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It was that morning.
You talk
was it? Was it the morning after?
I think it was the morning after, yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. So I was actually one of the girls was dropping me out to get my car in Bennekerry. Or no, in Tinryland. And I was on the phone. No, Katie Bullen drove the car and I was on the phone to him.
You were going to incriminate yourself there, saying you were drink driving.
No, I wasn't.
So that's it. And how'd you find that experience? It's all right. You're right. I heard that podcast. I thought you were very good at it, to be honest.
But it doesn't remember.
If I remembered everything, it would be great.
Let's start there. All Ireland winner with Bennekerry Training. What does that mean?
Oh, I don't think it's even sank in. As in, we won it in December, and it's just unbelievable.
Do you think that you got the recognition that you should have got for winning All Ireland?
I think we did.
Okay.
Compared to, I know it's a different sport, but if I'm looking back on 2014 when we got to the European semi-finals in soccer to winning an All Ireland, I actually think we had more recognition winning the All Ireland because maybe social media wasn't overly big back then.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that were there that recognised us, and even that night we were down, where were we? Outside the town hall.
Yeah.
And there was a great crowd, even though we were about an hour and a half late to the ceremony. But it was unbelievable.
Why were you late?
We didn't realise that this was going to happen.
Oh, you were just kind of enjoying
we
No
were
schedule though when you win something like that, is there? Just go with the flow. We're stopping here for a point, yeah.
Was that your first time playing Crow Park?
Yeah, unless you count mini sevens when you're in primary school.
Yeah.
Playing at half-time of an All-Ireland.
Yeah, counted, absolutely.
So second, maybe.
Yeah, number 2, good, yeah. What do you think of that hall setup? Is that like an eye-opener, playing in Crow Park and the setup and dressing rooms? And
It's funny because the dressing room wasn't great.
Oh, really?
Why?
Oh, so we thought we went on the week before.
You go up before to see it and all, yeah? Okay.
So in fairness, the management said, look, we'll
Did you train on it?
No, we trained in Sports Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
On one of their pitches.
Yeah.
And then we went over for a little tour the week before on Saturday. And we went into the massive dressing room, the big physio beds.
Warm-up area and everything, doesn't it?
Warm-up area. And we were like, geez, this is unreal. Then she brought us around. She was like, now this is the dressing room you're going to be in.
There's the pound shop version.
Oh, it was like Sunday.
Emu built this dressing room.
Yeah, Sunday league, just bench going
No
around
way.
it. Honest to God, the showers shocking.
In Croke Park?
Yeah. It was like the
Jesus.
third choice dressing room because they had closed one side of Croke Park because there was some Santa experience on.
That's quite disrespectful,
Yeah,
isn't it?
so the intermediates.
Yeah, Christmas is Christmas, bud.
So there was a Santa experience.
Can't say Santa's not real, but is he real?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in fairness, the 2 intermediate teams got them dressing rooms, the small ones. There wasn't enough space for everyone in it.
Yeah, but imagine you had got bet in that final.
Yeah, to come back into that.
Yeah. Like, there's no, do you know what I mean? There's no comfort blanket there.
No.
You're going back to Beirut to get tucked.
Literally.
Do you know what I mean?
So then, like, for the warm-up, we had to warm up we had to go through the really nice dressing rooms where the seniors were going to be.
Don't touch. Keep your hands by
Literally,
your side.
yeah. And warm up in the little Astro there. And then you have 14 minutes to go out onto the pitch and do your warm-up and then walk behind the Artane band. And
There was a schedule of games that day, right? So the senior final was that day as well?
And the intermediate. But then the junior final was the Sunday in Parnell Park. So there's a bit of a drop down. Yeah.
Why couldn't just run the 3 in the one day? Like?
Yeah. Ours was, what time was ours at? Was it 1 or 2 o'clock?
You were first, yeah, you were early.
So like you
Not
could have.
because the pitch are cut up that time of year. Is that the reason for that?
I actually don't know.
No.
I don't know.
To me, that's disrespect because there's enough hours in the day to accommodate 3 games in Croke Park.
Yeah.
I 100%, yeah.
But I think it was the first year it was in Croke Park. The intermediate one anyway.
Go away.
I think the year before it was in Parnell Park.
Okay.
They done the double header with the junior.
So
it was actually the first year that I think
well,
the
I suppose that's a sign of progress then as well, right?
Yeah.
Because I just think that, like, it's almost, tell you what the vibe I get off that, it's almost like they don't want to turn on the lights.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Don't put on the floodlights. No, don't. No,
But my thing is what would, like, the dressing rooms are underground, kind of, in Croke Park. So how would we have interfered with the Santa experience?
Well, see, it's this
get me?
thing,
Crazy,
it's
isn't it?
called excuses. You know, it's a terrible excuse.
Yeah.
Like, what are they setting up for the Santa experience? In all fairness.
I don't know.
I'd rather them not show me the big dressing room if I'm going to go into the smaller.
Yeah.
Don't show me what I could have.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a lovely Porsche, but you're going home in the Fiat Uno.
You might as well go tugged out on the bus.
Do you know? It's not.
Yeah.
On that thing, do you think, like, women in sport get the recognition? I know we're going back to recognition again, but do you think they get, like, coverage recognition that's deserved?
I think nowadays it's improved. But going back a few years ago, probably not. And then they had the big campaign in 2020 that they were promoting women's sports. I don't know is the honest answer. You probably could say it's a cop-out, but in certain aspects I'm like, yeah, we do. Look at Rashid Adelecki in the running.
Yeah. What's the other girl's name that's just running as well?
Charlene Maudsley. But then you look at the Camogie.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, they're very
point.
two different...
What do you think of that whole thing in the Camogie, that short argument?
Oh, it's shocking.
I think it's the worst argument
I'm
ever
like,
in the
let
history
the
of sport.
girls play, like, wear what they want. If you give them a choice, shorts or skirt, pick whichever ones you're comfortable.
Yeah. I don't even understand how it even came to national media. Like, I thought it was a disgrace for it to even go that far.
Yeah.
Seriously, like.
But then it was the only way that
they
could get it changed.
100%. But what I'm saying is it should never...
It ran through, didn't it?
The GS has just said, oh no, let's just drop it. They can do what they want.
But they were going to leave it until 2026 or 27?
Yeah. It was going back
to
in.
vote then.
Yeah.
You're like,
just
why
do it
can't
now.
you change it now?
But it's ridiculous that you're still like that females are still fighting them fights and still having them arguments and still having them misunderstandings. You know, like, it's regardless of your gender, you should be on a level playing field when it comes to like sport to sport. Like, it's the same game.
It's the same game. And then you look at, for instance, prize money. Our prize money in the Women's National League, if you win it, is probably not even half. It's probably less than what the men's get if they win.
And the men's is dirt.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think it's good.
I might watch it if it's on a Friday night on Virgin Media.
Are you a fan of
Depends
soccer?
on the game.
Yeah, I'd actually watch it.
Would you?
Yeah, I would watch it. Mainly Premier League.
Is there a coach in you?
No. Well, I coach New Oak under 13s, the
Oh,
girls.
wow.
Yeah. I kind of got roped into it there 2 or 3 years ago. Because the girl that does my lashes, her husband needed a coach.
Connection, yeah.
Yeah, because
Girl
his
does my lashes
daughter
fab
wanted
nails.
Getting your
this.
lashes done.
Yeah.
The girl does
So
me
I-
black
Coach my
nails.
team.
So I had said, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll do it next year, like as in this coming year, because I think we're going up to under 14s. And he said to me, oh, Alma won't do your lashes if you, if you don't come back. But look, we started an under 12 about 2 or 3 years ago because his daughter, they had no team.
Okay.
So we've been kind
You
of...
enjoy it?
It's good, yeah.
Are you on the ladder? Are you on the...
I have my C licence, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But I got that in college.
So I was going to say, you did it in college, right?
I didn't do my B licence in college. I picked another way of going about doing it.
C
so.
licence is okay.
Yeah.
I think the fact, Lauren, that you're playing National League for over 10 years, I think might be...
sort of qualified, I'd say. Yeah. You won't do too bad.
But you do need patience.
Yeah,
when you have...
do, yeah.
What do we have? 15 or 16 under 12s, under 13 girls, and the majority of them want to do gymnastics in the corner.
But this is the secret.
Do you know that kind of way?
Is it hard to get their attention?
It is, but you tell them they're going to run.
Yeah.
They'll listen.
Here's Podge's top tip, right? Strap in.
Is this a new topic?
Avoid queues. Kids will not stand and wait. They'll do cartwheels.
Oh, yeah.
It's the most frustrating thing I've ever seen. Just sitting, looking at 20 kids training and 15 standing around. Oh, my God.
Just avoid queues.
Yeah.
As best as you can. Like, if it takes 4 to do a drill and you have 8, set up 2 drills.
Yeah.
You know, don't have them...
Yeah.
It's the truth, though. It's honest, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly. It's something that I understand that facilities and things, you might have to. But you're not about patience. Like, you're going to lose patience because the kids are impatient. So if they're standing around waiting for 2 or 3 minutes to get involved, they're like, oh, look, there's a butterfly. See you after.
Yeah.
You know
literally.
I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear that you're on the right lines. I'll give you Decker Nona's number after this. We'll get you into the academy.
I don't have enough time.
You're very, very busy.
Busy, yeah. Train Tuesday. We used to have the girls training Wednesday for New Oak. Train Thursday match at the weekend.
What do you do in your spare time, in your free time?
Sleep.
That's it.
Try to sleep, yeah. It's hard to do everything. Like not that I took the year off last year, but kicked out maybe kicked out. But I got to see what it's like to not play.
How would you find that? Did it frustrate you that you had a bit more downtime and you're like, did you lose yourself a little bit?
I did and I didn't. Like, I was able to go on holidays whenever I wanted.
Oh, well done.
Like, as in, it wasn't set to...
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. He's going there for 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course he is, yeah.
Sure, one can't live. This isn't about me. No, okay. We're getting deep there and you just brought it back. We have you cracked off and you're oozing out.
Did you go and watch matches when you were off for the year?
I went to one game.
Frustrated?
Yeah, no. It's funny because I actually didn't go back to Ferry Carrig.
Oh.
I only went to Rovers up to Tala. And I watched that game there and I just said, not going back to Ferry Carrig again. Then look how the tables have turned. Back there now.
Happy to be back?
Yeah, very happy to be back. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go back to Ferry Carrig? Emotions, and
I just felt I was wrongly done by, if that's even how you'd say
Park it. Because we're going to go, we'll get to that. We're going to go into your football journey, right?
Yep.
Let's go back to the start. How and where did it all begin for you?
Soccer wise, it would have been Soccer Sisters with Aveen Webb. When I was in first or second class in school, I had no interest in soccer. I was just going because Aveen wanted someone to go with her.
You were into sport though, right?
I was into sport. Yeah. I used to run and I played football.
Yeah.
But me and soccer, you'd play, on your little lunch and big lunch with the lads, that kind of way. It was fun. And then Aveen was like, sure, will we join St. Joseph's? Because she only lived up the road from St. Joseph's soccer pitch. And I said, yes, we were the only 2 girls that played. I think one season, Bernard Mullen said to me, look, we'll play as a striker for the whole season. I don't think
if you play.
If I play. I don't think I scored a goal.
It's the carrot, isn't it? All the time.
Yeah,
did he actually play as a striker?
Well, he started me in matches as a striker.
Yeah.
I eventually made my way back.
Yeah.
But sure, I was like a headless chicken. I hadn't a clue what was going on.
Oh, you were very good at that age. I was speaking to the outside. I remember I was over that Pat's team, under 12s. It would have been a decent side. I remember we played you in Joseph's. And I have to say, it was the first time I seen you play. And it was like, there was yourself. I think Aveen played it there as well.
Yeah.
And another girl.
Cleaner, probably.
Cleaner. And I said, she's the best player out there by a country mile.
It's funny because I used to just run.
Yeah, but you were just but do you know what it is? You had it. You know, and even if your running was you were strong, you were ignorant, you were able to play, and you were always in the right place at the right time, which is a very hard thing to do for a young player, right? So, what point do you leave the boys' game then?
So we were only allowed to play up to under 12s.
Yeah. So that would have been your last year then, right?
That would have been my last year. And we started to enjoy it then. And we were like, what are we going to do? We didn't want to go to Kilkenny.
Yeah.
Because it was just the two of us. So my mum and Bernard Mullen said, sure, look, we'll set up a girls' team. So it was an under 14 girls' team, but there was actually no Carlow league for girls.
Yeah. Fine.
So we had to go and play in Kilkenny. But sure, it was all of my friends that played on the team. So it was a great laugh.
Yeah.
So I think we played under 14s and under 15s maybe with St. Joseph's girls. And then I went to a Gainer Cup.
With Kilkenny?
It was South East at the time.
Oh, was it? Right,
South
okay.
East, yeah. And then one year it was South East, and another year I played with Wexford. I don't know.
You must have been playing the Wexford League, were you?
No. I don't know how I ended
that's
up.
called poaching.
I think that's illegal anyway.
I don't know how I ended
What was your name then? It wasn't Lauren, was it?
Lawrence.
Lauren Dwyer is playing centre half. She's very female, that Lauren, isn't she?
So, yeah, we played. Yeah, I definitely played with Wexford. I don't know how I ended up playing with Wexford.
So you done 2 Gainer Cups?
Done 2, yeah.
Wow.
And that's where I think John Flood, who was the manager of Wexford Youths at the time, had contacted my mum to see if I'd go and play. So I was 14, but you weren't allowed to play until you were 15.
We're talking senior here.
Senior, yeah. There was no under 17s or under 19s in the National League
You
at
can't
that
play
stage.
senior till you're 15.
Yeah.
I think
That's still a rule.
No, I think it's gone up again, is it?
Is it 16
I think
now?
it's 16. I'm not sure. I'll look it up.
There's
I'm
a
not
strange
sure.
rule now that you could be 16 and play or 17 and play senior, but you can't play 19s.
Yeah. But see, the difference between now and then looking at it is that Wexford have the structure where they have, like, you know, League of Ireland teams the whole way, don't know.
Yeah.
So, like, you're talking about your situation where you're training with a senior team of 14.
Yeah.
And you can't play because you're too young.
Too young.
But you'd know where else to go.
Yeah.
As in, you'd know other.
No. I actually don't think there was
There was no National League that age.
no National League for 17s or 19s. Kind of the top league would have been
Dublin.
Yeah.
What was that league called? What was the name on it?
DSL or
No, it wasn't. It
something?
wasn't DSL at the time. Metropolitan Ladies League, I think it was
Yes. Yeah.
called. But I think they've gone back to DSL. But anyway, I digress. So you were 14, training at the first team. How'd you find that?
It was grand. Sure, I knew no different. I grew up playing with boys.
Yeah.
So I was...
Find it easy. Well,
not that it was-
easier.
it was probably easier to transition into. And sure, I was just oblivious. I didn't know kind of what was going on, or, do you know, and people are like, Lauren, you're playing against, like, girls in their 30s, and
Yeah.
so, all right. Sure, Kylie actually brought me to one of my first training sessions. I never met Kylie before, and she came in and collected me from the house. And
Great girl, isn't she?
yeah, unbelievable, unbelievable. Yeah, collected me from the house, and the rest was kind of history. I left for a year. When was it? 2014, 15 or 15-16 season.
You went to Shells.
I went to, it was Raheny, and then they moved over
How
to
did that move come
Shells.
about?
I was up with the 17s and 19s with the Irish team,
Yeah.
and I was up in Dublin a lot. And the management was leaving Wexford, so John Flood and Lizzie Kent were stepping away.
Yeah.
And I was up in Dublin a lot, and I just said I might as well see what it's like up here. And I stayed for about, was it a year and a half? So in that period of time, my mum passed away.
Oh, God.
And I just didn't want to keep going up and down. Because my dad said, go the length and breadth of the country. And
What
they'd
age
bring
when
me
your
up.
man passed away? Sorry. You were
I
young.
was 18. It was 2015. Yeah. So I moved
Tough.
in what year? I think I rejoined Wexford then the 2015-16 season.
But Wexford, though, Lauren, is it fair to say when you left them, like they were in like a severe development stage. Like, I remember Kylie telling us that when she started playing the National League, like they were getting about 10-0.
Yeah.
7-0.
hammered.
You know.
Yeah.
So when you left, there were probably only 2 or 3 seasons into that journey anyway, right?
Yeah.
I know John kind of left you in a good spot where you were kind of mid-table-ish, fourth-ish.
Yeah.
You know, so probably was the right thing for you to kind of say, well, I'm going to go up in here and see how I get on up here, like.
Yeah, and like I didn't leave on a bad note. You know, you see some people leaving and they've fallen out with management or players. And I actually I was in the airport going over to the Europeans, and the deadline was, I think, the next day.
Okay.
And I rang Kylie and I said to her, I was like, I'm going to leave Wexford. And she was like, no, you do what you have to do. She was like, the door will always be open. Yeah, very supportive. The door will always be open. And then Mam passed away, and I wasn't enjoying like the journey going up and down. And don't get me wrong, Shelburne were great to me at the time. But like, I even remember it was Mam's wake or funeral, and all of Wexford were there.
Yeah.
Do you know? And
that means a lot, doesn't it?
It meant a lot. And I was like, I just need to go back to something I'm used to and comfortable with, and friends there.
Feels like home.
Yeah, felt like home. Very much like a second family. And
that's a comfort zone as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
And that's a very hard atmosphere to create, you know, in teams.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. You either have it or you don't.
No. Like, if you think about it, myself and Kylie have played National League started in 2011. I joined 2012. So it's nearly
15, like.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're nearly 13, 14 years playing together. And so there's still I think there's about 4 of us or 5 of us
still
left.
There from the start?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd have Ellen Malloy, Lolly Conlon, Rossi and Kylie. And then myself.
Ellen came in.
Oh no. She didn't. She only joined.
Well, she would have been really young, but she would have been part of the underage setup, though, right?
Yeah.
So she would have played like 17s, 19s, would she?
I think she skipped all that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she came straight into senior.
Well, she's in an
Did she?
Yeah. She was only, was she 15 or 16? I think she played a few games under 19s.
Serious.
But she was kept for the seniors because
she was playing senior,
ridiculous talent.
Yeah, she's so good.
Like, just
the ball at her feet, you can't get off her.
Like, if you're marking her, like, you've more chance of showing at her now than you are taking the ball off her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, like. Yeah. So you you were there then up until last year.
Yep.
Great success.
Yep.
Like, I went through them there. However many leagues, cups, shields. Like,
some CV, isn't it?
Yeah, you won it all.
I don't even know if that's right.
Well,
you're probably missing out something, I said.
Well, you did send it to me.
I know I sent it to you, but I was
Can I ask you, why can you give me your individual awards?
I don't know. I just kind of forget about them. It's more of a team.
Where do you put your medals in your house?
Are
they visual? Can you see them?
No.
That's nuts.
Like as in I have...
No trophies aren't to be seen in his house.
I've trophies from... Remember Fela?
Yeah.
So we won the Fela one year. So I
All
have
Ireland?
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a Fela, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just not Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't even qualify for it.
Yeah. Couldn't spell all Ireland.
Or Fela.
I think there's a fodder there somewhere. There's a little cabinet beside the TV, and there's 5 or 6 probably awards there, but they're all the county ones. Do you know the way you used to get at the end of the year? You might get player of the year, or there might be footballer of the year. I have them there.
Because
there might be a footballer.
You're the only.
There's about 10 trophies on for individuals.
You're the only soccer player guest that we've had that I've contacted and sent me on your accolades that hasn't put their personal awards on it.
Really?
Yeah. You're the only one.
Oh yeah, no. Like what one?
I actually don't think Kylie did either, did she? I can't remember. I may go back, but I'm 99% sure you're the only one.
Well, to be sure, Kylie Leitch over that now.
No. She doesn't even listen anymore.
Yeah.
No, I joke.
She's too busy.
Yeah, she's
way
too busy.
Too
Too busy fitting kitchens. But no, I found that interesting that you wouldn't, because I didn't ask, because I know obviously you have them, right? But they don't mean much.
Give us a quick rundown of the individuals. Come on, of all different sports.
All different sports.
Alpine skiing champion,
No.
2011.
We'll be here till 10.
I'd have a few athletics. I've multi-events.
What distance?
I used to do hurdles. I think I've an indoor, maybe under 16
Do
All
you?
Ireland, yeah.
You've Mosney Community Games.
Yeah.
You're too young for Mosney, are you?
No, I done Mosney.
Did you?
Yeah, I came third in the long jump.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry for breathing.
Yeah.
Check yourself there. Cheeky. Yeah.
I done Mosney. And
Mosney's
what
some
else?
crack.
Deadly, yeah.
Oh, it was great
Yeah.
crack. I was there for 2 years in Athlone
Okay.
when it moved to there. Yeah, I have a few underage Mosney wards. Well, it's multi-events, so that'd be long jump, high jump, shot put, hurdles. This is all combined, so you
I
do
can't
it
even
over
bend
2
over
days.
to pick up the ball.
What do they call it? The heptathlon, is it?
So it's heptathlon, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you're in school, it's the multi-events.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why can you not say the word hep? No. Is it?
No, because there's not that
Hep,
amount of
Oh, events.
events, yeah.
Oh, it's hep short for a number, is it?
Yeah.
Is 8?
Yeah.
Can we edit that, please? Because I look really stupid. That's embarrassing.
I was going to say 8, but I was
No,
like,
but
I don't know if heptathlon
Yeah,
is
it
8
obviously
or not.
is 8, yeah. Hocked
Yeah.
8. But tell me, like, player of the year, you definitely must have got FAI player of the year at some stage for something, or player of the month, or team.
Oh.
You're definitely team of the year a few times.
Yeah. I have
Yeah. Yeah,
I've,
just the 6.
2 maybe, 2 or 3.
Oh, you're in 2, definitely, yeah.
I won under 17 International Player of the Year.
Congratulations.
What else?
You bigger book, Podge.
Yeah.
Like the book of Kelly's you have to open up there.
Yeah, I just like I couldn't tell you where.
But the point I'm trying to make is this, right? You've zero interest about personal awards.
No,
They don't entice you at all.
no.
So what I can tell you is a lot of people who play at the level you play at probably play for personal awards.
Oh no.
I think they do.
Well,
no,
I
but no,
wouldn't.
you're
But
saying
you-
she
I
doesn't.
wouldn't.
You don't, but there is a lot of
Because-
people like that.
Yeah.
I get the vibe that you don't crave. The only recognition you crave is a result.
Oh yeah.
I think that's
Like I
brilliant.
could see you changing your profile picture to a Bennekerry Tinryland group photo rather than you picking up a Player of the Year award.
Oh
You know, that kind of
yeah.
way. That's
Like
the kind of person you
even-
come across.
That's Poppa. That's one of the best things you ever said in this podcast since we started.
It's really a
That
good
was,
man.
that was brilliant.
It's really a brilliant person.
He's just been sitting there silently
class-
waiting
them-
for
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
them classes are paying
Yeah.
off.
What classes?
Yeah, I wouldn't like my All Ireland ones from the football are just on my locker.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know where they'll end up going up into a bag into the attic. Like I couldn't tell you where the National League medals are or anything like that.
That's nuts. Yeah. But do you know what? It's the winner's mindset, isn't it? It's the winner's mindset. Like, yeah, just put that
Yeah.
away. I'm going to get the next one here.
Yeah, and I think I used to do athletics was my first and foremost sport because my mum used to love it, and I actually gave that up because I was like, I don't like the pressure of it being so individual.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I used to do that up until I remember I sat my mum down. She was only 15 or 16. And I was crying and everything. I was like, oh, Mum, I don't want to do athletics anymore. Thinking
Your mum was heavily involved, wasn't she?
oh yeah, I think she had some high long jump record up until
Wow.
maybe 10 years ago
But
or something.
your family is very, very sport orientated. Like
Yeah.
Melissa's a fantastic runner.
Yeah,
Paul is just Paul.
an athlete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't he though? But he's winning the over 35 seniors, is it? In sprints or something.
Yeah.
Masters.
35s,
The Masters, is it?
yeah.
Is a certain age, isn't it? But he's
Yeah.
winning it like.
She sent us a video a while ago and it was of a relay and it's 400 metres, 4x400. And the team could be, I think they're coming second last or something. Next spin to give to Paul the baton.
Yeah.
Gone.
No way.
Just fresh out, so he is.
The
Honestly,
only
I
thing
wouldn't
he's
be able
missing
to
is
do
the Yorks falling off his head like Forrest and they're going out to the gap. That's the only thing he's missing.
The braces.
Yeah, the braces. Yeah, let me run, man.
But that side, you know what it is? That side of the county has a queer steep tradition in athletics, though.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I've been at Mosney, not as a competitor, obviously. As a program seller, I was there. But anyway, like, the relay team was always represented nearly by Bennekerry Tinryland.
Yep.
Like, nearly every year.
I was Aska.
You were asking?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
I'm heading to Tullamore on Sunday.
Are
My
you?
niece is running the All Irelands. She's only
Stop.
7, running under 9s, yeah.
They're
4 by
nines.
what is it? It's only 80 metres, I think, is it? In that age.
Yeah.
Nines.
Maybe
Yeah,
it could be
60.
100.
Could
I
be 4 by
cannot
100.
wait for it.
It's 60 metres, is it?
Could be, I don't know.
Is it the relay?
Relay, yeah.
I'd say probably 4 by
It's terrible
80, is it?
because the community games is on the same day.
Oh,
My
well,
eldest
so you have
niece,
to pick.
because they're 2 different bodies and they don't
Okay.
communicate with each other. So the community games is on in Carlow, and
Is
for
that
me-
still
my
in
eld-
Ardatton?
yeah.
Community games.
Yeah.
some
That field
sport.
is named after my uncle.
Is it?
We used to run the community games, the Mim Gorman field.
Jim
Yeah.
Gorman,
I was
yeah.
out there last year.
Some set up.
My little cousin was running.
The rows
Or
of people on the side,
yeah.
it's brilliant.
I think the kids are the
They're
funniest.
brilliant.
Yeah.
They could run anyway,
They don't even know what to run for,
but
though.
the way they're not running the way you want.
Yeah.
No, it's just let me
Especially-
loose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially the under like 6s and 8s.
Yeah.
You get a good laugh at that now.
Yeah. I love the way they don't move their arms.
Yeah,
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just run around for your side like that really
Yeah.
quick.
yeah.
Like Super Mario going around the place.
I know, it's brilliant, yeah.
Yeah. But so you ran with Aska.
Yep.
How was that? Obviously, because
Area
you're a
5,
dress.
sure.
Area 5. I'm
What's
Talbot
in Area
Terrace.
5?
Huh?
Talbot Terrace,
Terrace.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brownshill.
So what takes you then to Tinryland for the football? Was you shop you Balya Carlow when they were gone? No.
No, I was Bennekerry, Tinryland at that stage.
Okay.
So we used to play with Aska underage
Okay.
with the boys, and then Aska didn't have enough, and neither did Pal. So we went to Pal Aska,
Okay.
and then Pal.
That was a boys thing as well, wasn't it?
yeah, it was
Palaska,
boys. Yeah. So I played with them until under 13s or under 12s, and then Pal were pulling away, and they wanted us to come with them, and we said no. So myself and John went out to my brother John went out to, and Amy went to Tinryland.
Okay.
So I played with the Tinryland boys under 12s, I think, as well.
Brilliant.
And then we weren't allowed to play, so BT had a under 14s.
Mm.
My dad used to coach us,
Yeah.
so that's how I'm Bennekerry Tinryland.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you were. I didn't realize that's how that worked. That's actually interesting, isn't it?
Mm.
So, but if you're from Pal,
Yeah.
and you're playing ladies football, you'd play Bennekerry Tinryland.
Most, yeah.
Pal don't have
'Cause
ladies, do they?
They're trying to start now. I know they had a women's team a few years ago,
Okay.
but that kind of folded. It's hard to keep people interested in it.
Yeah.
But kind of the only one in town with ladies is, now I could be, Air Oak have one now.
Yeah.
They all have one, yeah.
Air Oak have, I think, are they senior now? And I think they have 2 teams in the ladies.
They got promoted a couple of years ago and then they were getting hockeyed in the top division, weren't they?
Yes.
I think that's the way it was. They were very, very strong intermediate or
Yeah.
wherever level they are.
Mm.
They went up a level and then struggled big time.
So I think they're
Remember,
gone back down and they
There's
have a junior
friend of
team.
mine, Kevin O'Grady, was training them and they were struggling in the higher division.
Okay.
I don't know whether it was junior or intermediate up to senior or whatever they
Think of an
went to.
intermediate senior.
Yeah,
You
whatever.
didn't play much at all when you were in the heat with Wexford, though, did you?
I played. I did. I tried to do both, and I actually tried to play with the county as well
Ah, Lauren.
and play with Wexford. Sure, that's how I.
How long did that last?
That only lasted. Did I do it for a year and a half, maybe?
Like, that must be fucking tough.
It was tough.
Just 5 nights a week, like.
Yeah, but then I'd be going. Some days we'd have Wexford training and go to Carlow training.
Straight after it.
Yeah.
Not giving your body a chance, are you?
No. So now that's why I'm crippled.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you think that?
Are you crippled? You
Ah,
sore
yeah.
after games?
Oh yeah.
Ice bats?
I don't like them.
Do you know?
No.
What's your recovery?
Sleep.
Abra.
Literally.
Yeah.
Are you a good sleeper?
Yeah, it would be.
8 hours.
Yeah. I've gotten worse in the last year or so,
Okay.
but once I'm in bed by 12, I'll be happy.
You'll be out.
Yeah.
Love to get 8 hours.
Yeah, I'd say
Oh,
almost
man.
like
Last time I got 8 hours, I think it was under
I sleep
anesthetic.
apnea. I'm on a machine and everything. Like Darth Vader in the
Are
book.
you?
Yeah, sure, about 40 stone, Lauren. You don't see me, no. But only for it.
Sleep
have
apnea
narcolepsy.
is the...
I snore like a devil and I stop breathing. I don't know why we're discussing this on a podcast with Lauren Dwyer, but anyway. This is the medical. This is
You
the
can
medical.
vouch for that.
segment.
I was in Las Vegas and I thought I was in the bed with Chewbacca.
Yeah, so I got tested way
I
before
know.
COVID. What have it? But no, it's brilliant. The CPAP is fucking. You wouldn't even know you're wearing it, like.
Oh.
And it helps you sleep. But I'd be lucky to get 5-6 hours. Be my max, I'd say.
Oh, I'd be like a demon.
Would you?
Would you?
Yeah.
What are you like a demon when you get up in the morning?
I'm not too bad.
That's a nice way of saying.
Yeah.
Don't come near me.
Not too bad. I'm a bitch.
I need a minute to wake up. And then
to
I'm
find a
grand.
minute though. New York minute, like, do you know what I mean? Which is about an hour.
Yeah. Like, I'd set my alarm for about 7:15 and I could just lay around in bed until 8.
Yeah, but I need that time. I need that little 15-minute window in the morning as well. With a coffee. I like an old smoke in the morning, a cigarette, coffee and fag. I have to do it. Like before I even do anything, before I even watch myself. Sure, listen, life's not good for you. When you're me. You know what I mean?
No,
this isn't good for me. Do you know? Anyway, it's not about me. It's about you. No, but I get you. I do get the whole morning thing. I do definitely need a little 25-minute window there where
just to yourself.
just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the hot press. Knock if you want to enter. Do you know? Anyway, we went off track there. What were we talking about? Wexford, is it? Yeah. So you finished up then last year?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I wouldn't say I finished up. I was more so told I wasn't welcome.
Right. Oh, and divulge. Come on.
So I was injured. I kind of was struggling with my hamstring for probably a year and a half. That I was just kind of getting strains in it and all this, and so then I went up to Santry. Well, I went to Whitfield, and they told me I got my MRI. I got about 6 MRIs in the space of about 2 months.
Did you?
Honest God, yeah. Because he kept telling me, do a 12-week program and you'll be back. I went back, wasn't right. Then I was like, do another 6-week program, went back, wasn't right. And I was even like, if I was sitting down on a chair, it was my whole leg was kind of going numb.
Oh, wow.
I was like, what is going, like, it was really uncomfortable, like right at your
Pins and
sit
needles,
bone.
like?
Yeah, pins and needles. It was like something was just trapped that was just giving me pins and needles.
You're probably sitting in the remote, were you?
No. And so I was like, what is wrong? So I didn't go back to Whitfield, and they sent me to Santry. And they told me that I tore 2 of the tendons that attach my hamstring to the bone.
Oof.
So they were like, yeah, your basically season was over. This was about 2 or 3 years ago. And I literally had been doing rehab basically ever since, yeah. And then I was told, oh yeah, do your rehab, come back to Wexford whenever you think. I said, just say it would be mid-February.
Yeah.
I'd be able to come back and come into training. And I think they sat down. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I feel like they left it basically to the last minute so that I couldn't find a club. So the closing window was...
That's even sorer, isn't
That's
it?
rotten, isn't it?
So the closing window was just say Tuesday. The girls had training on the Thursday. So I was asked, would I go to a meeting with the 2 managers? And I said, yeah, no hassle. So I naively brought my boots, left them in the car, thinking, you know what, I might be going to see the girls afterwards. But I seen a message go into I was still in the Wexford group chat, and I seen a message going in saying they're over in the South Campus in the college, that Sports File are coming to do their headshots and their pictures. But yeah, I got a message to meet the management, and nothing to do with
your photo or anything like that.
photos or anything. And I had said to, because Kylie and the girls and Lolly were asking me, they're like, when are you coming back? And I was like, oh, I'm meeting the lads, I should be back then.
You hadn't a clue, really.
I hadn't a clue. But then, kind of come the week before, I was like, I was like to Kylie, I don't think he's signing me. Kylie's like, Lauren, don't be stupid. Like, he's going to sign you. I went, literally, it was a round table like this. 2 of them sat over there. And it wasn't even a, hi, how are you? It was, and just sat down. They were like, one of them done all the talking. We don't see you fitting into our plans this year. I was like, not even a, how are you getting on? How's your rehab
recovery,
going?
yeah.
Like, what's the time frame? It was, we don't see you in our plans.
Do you think it was personal?
Yep.
Didn't like you as a person?
Yeah, I would say, sure, there was 4 of us there that were from 2011, 2012. And obviously, they're not just your teammates. They become your family, your friends.
Sure, I get it, yeah.
Do you know, you've been playing for that long, you've been through so much with them.
Yeah.
So obviously there is going to be people that you are closer to within the group.
But that's in every club.
It's in every club. But apparently we were a clique.
Right.
And he obviously wanted to put his stamp.
A fucking cop out, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Because he had said it to one of the girls.
But that's nothing to do with sport.
No. But he basically named out 4 players. I was one of the players.
That's in this clique.
That was in the clique. Another girl in the clique was kind of basically told, we're not having you back as well. Nick was only not given any game time. She was our starting centre half with myself. Like, won countless leagues, countless FAI Cups.
But you're not talking to 2 girls that's 34 or 5. Like, you're 26 at the time,
yeah.
Or girls who have just started.
Yeah, and but you've experience and age on your side.
Yeah.
I know you're carrying a knock, but you can get that right.
Yeah. And like, I will be very much of, I'll play through pain.
Yeah.
Until...
You'd be loyal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will, you tell me to go out there and go play, I'll go play.
It'd have to be bad for you to stop really, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, he just wasn't playing any of us. He was, I don't know what.
Did he give you a reason as to why he wasn't going to re-sign you, like?
He just said, with my injury, the more I look back on it, I'm like...
But why didn't he fucking do it 2
but
months ago?
He said about your injury, but he's not asking you how is it coming along.
No.
So he doesn't have a clue whether you're 5 weeks away or 5 months away.
Yeah. And at this
There's
stage...
no concern for you as a player whatsoever.
No. This stage I was...
That's bad management.
About 3 or 4 weeks away from being back. And at this stage now, I had been spending 4 or 5 weeks...
You're working hard, right?
In the gym.
How much did that hurt?
Oh, I bawled.
Yeah.
So I started crying... Like,
on Tuesday, I know, finished on Sunday.
Yeah, like, so I started crying kind of when he was saying it to me, and I was like, just keep it together, keep it together.
No
like,
way.
this has been my life since I was 14. And some person has come in and ripped it all away from you.
With
He's questioning your ability though as well.
Yeah, and like, there is probably players there that are probably better than me, are younger than me, but also it was like there was no loyalty, that he just wanted to put his stamp on this team.
Yeah.
But then you see how the rest of the year played out for them. Don't think anyone enjoyed it. Like, it's known.
Yeah.
5 or 6 girls left midway through the season. That has never happened in Wexford Youths. And they're gone.
Your table reflected it, right?
Yeah.
So you went from contenders.
Competing, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Where did you finish that year? What was
that
it?
season? Was bottom half anyway, wasn't it?
Was it 7th?
Yeah, 10.
Oh, 10.
6th or 7th, maybe?
Definitely bottom half. But what I'm saying is you went from contenders with potential of picking up silverware to not contending for anything. Like, that's a big shift. And what that would actually do is that set a club back years, not just a season.
And like, even now, it's still in the stages of rebuilding what he's after doing to the club.
But to be fair, and I don't know the man at all, to be honest with you, but to be fair, the club was obviously quick to identify it as well, right? Kind of say, no, different direction we're going in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I just want to go back to the conversation, because, like, I know it obviously hurt you and there was plenty of emotion and all that, but, like, he didn't even leave you anywhere to go.
No, so he told me on a Thursday the closing window was the Tuesday. So
Did you scramble for clubs?
I just said to myself after that, I was like, I'm going to take...
You didn't want to talk about soccer, I'd say.
Didn't want to talk about soccer. I said, I'm going to wait till mid-season break and I'll see if I want to go back playing.
Yeah.
And like, the frustrating thing was, he kept saying to me throughout this meeting, look, if you're fit, come mid-season break, we'll 100% have you back.
After
So
saying
fucking
that,
sign me now then.
But he said this to me about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I just turned around and I said, I 100% don't want you to contact me ever again.
Wow.
Did you say that to him?
Yeah.
I'm delighted you said that.
And he was like, right. And they kind of said it again. I said, I don't want to hear anything from you.
Yeah, I'm done.
And then the other manager that was there was like, look, we can put you in contact with different teams if you want, or if you want the club to check in on you.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't want anything to do with either of you.
It's cheeky, it's degrading,
Yeah.
it's ignorance.
Yeah.
Oh, you're worried about my well-being now, are
It's
you?
bad management.
You're going to check
There's
in on me.
8 or 9 different topics you could cover there with that.
Yeah.
Across whatever you have to say in there.
It's not. Yeah, it's easy for us to say them things now, right? Put yourself in that guy's shoes. I'm not sticking up for him for a second, all right? What I'm saying is, he's going in. No, I wouldn't do it. No way, I wouldn't do it. But he's going in there and he's saying to himself, I have to go in here with an iron fist. So I have a lot to prove here. I'm getting a gig in the Women's National League. Probably one of the hottest jobs around. So he's saying, right, I'm going to start break. And it's just a wrong move. Like, it's just a wrong move. So when you have a group of 4 that have been there 10 plus years, I'd be saying, I have to embrace them.
Yeah.
I have to embrace them, and I have to get the ins and outs of things through them. What do we need? Where do we need it? As a group, what resources do we need? What tools do we need? Let's get on with it. Instead of saying, I have to break that up. Oh, that's injured. Like, that was just the wrong angle altogether. Like,
Yeah. And you look at it and I'm like, I actually probably had the most enjoyable year of my life after that.
that's nuts, isn't it?
In
sport or just in
sport and life.
Yeah.
Like, sport, went on, played with Bennekerry Tinryland. That was never in my mind that I'd go and play football at the end of the year or from August.
Yeah.
And I had a phone call I had 2 different teams text me on the Sunday when I didn't play.
It's amazing no word gets out, isn't it?
Yeah, friendly. And they just asked would I be interested. And I just said, no, look, I'm going to take up until the mid-season break off and see what way I feel. And then I was just like, come mid-season, I was like, no, I don't want to go back playing.
You were playing at Gado.
No, I hadn't even gone back playing GAA.
So what did you do then? Talk to me about your spare time. How did you balance that?
It was great. Absolutely great. I was going to the gym. I was with my nephews. I was seeing my friends. Able to go on nights out.
Do you like a drink? You like a drink, do you?
I would drink.
Yeah.
But like when football season or
wouldn't.
soccer season's on, you could nearly go 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, you go courting.
Yeah.
Oh, use that word anymore.
1975 call, Podge, don't want the word back. No, but you could live your life, right? Because I have this thing, and
Courting.
I know we're going.
What's wrong with you?
We're going back to
Fucking Cilla Black hair beside me, look.
Going back to when we had Kylie on, right? I remember saying that, like, you actually didn't have a teenage, like, you didn't have a typical teenage life.
No.
So to take a year off, you like, wow,
Yeah.
I haven't done this ever.
No.
Do you know?
And even like on a Saturday, I'm there, I can have a lie-in. Whereas usually you're up trying to have
get
your
yourself right.
pre-match,
Yeah.
everything right.
A little scroll and lying is deadly, isn't it?
Do you know?
Yeah.
And then like your evenings, I didn't know myself because I wasn't going training or I wasn't rushing from work to go to training. And then, yeah, I just, Nuala Mohan was my physio over in Carlow. So she played for Bennekerry and she kind of said to me, and do you know Leah Mullins?
Yeah.
She was with Aska, and the both of them had been on to me, been like, oh, what would you think about coming back playing football? And I said, I don't know, I'll think about it. And then I had told Nuala that I wasn't going back playing soccer, and she was like, Lauren.
Yeah, you're in.
She was like, I was like, right, look, I'll play junior.
Yeah.
I didn't want
But you
to play.
can understand why you're being played because of what you add to a team, can't you?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You're not asking the CV's not bad, is it?
Yeah. You're asking the Podge
You
Poppa
know?
to go play football, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I just decided to play
Sorry, Podge.
junior. And I said, play the junior match. And
Scored 12-7 in my first game.
No, I
First
think,
half.
I think we got hammered.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we got hammered actually. And then I was just going training, and I kind of came on in 1 or 2 games for the seniors. And then I came on at half time for the county final. And then since then, I kind of was getting half a game and half a game. And I played I played full game for the All-Ireland semi. And
That
a
was your
full
first
game.
full game?
Yeah.
Do you remember you play the Leinster final?
Came on a half time.
Go away.
Yeah.
What? An absolute ace in the pack to whip out a half time, what?
Came on a half time. I kind of was.
Where did you play? Wing forward?
Full forward.
Full forward.
I'm very bad with positions with football.
So
Even
am
though I
Me
played,
too, girl,
like,
me too.
I'd be like to Dad, what number is number 3,
Yeah,
full
yeah,
back
yeah.
or
Yeah.
centre back?
Who's playing right back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in fairness, Bennekerry Tinryland, they managed my minutes given the fact they knew I hadn't played for nearly
That was a
10
good move,
months.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
Like,
I was
imagine Wexford Youths took that management approach with you
happy. I'd
instead of
Yeah. I'd still be playing.
100%.
Yeah. Well, I would have been playing back then, but
Like, you went on to have the success you had. Where's the decision to say, right, I'm going back to Wexford? Like, that must have been queer hard.
yeah, and I had the girls from Wexford on to me. It was like, oh, will you come back? And I was like, no, not going back. Because I felt as if Wexford as a club didn't stand by me either
Yeah.
to say, she's been here since.
No interjection, like, to say,
you know-
yeah, I hear you.
Not that you're letting your man away with it. But
No.
you're not showing any concern towards you
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah. And there was one man, John Flood, who's still.
I know, John.
Yeah,
Know him well.
still involved with Wexford.
Yeah.
And in fairness to him, for the full year, he was checking in with me
What a gentleman.
to see what way I was and kind of what I thought. Because obviously the girls would be telling me how things were going in Wexford, and I was just saying, I was like, it's not going well. Like, from what I'm hearing from the players. And John asked me then in January, he was like, oh, could I meet with you in the Talbot to have a conversation about what you think of coming back? I was like, I'm not going back if they're still there. And in fairness, they were gotten rid of for everyone's
The answer's
sake.
in the question straight away. I'm not going back if they're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and
so
nine
you were mad to
times-
go back. You didn't even know you were saying it. Did you?
Yeah.
But 9 times
Yeah.
out of 10, that's a ridiculous demand. 9 times out of 10, John has said to you, well, look, you're not bigger than the club. Like, so that's actually a massive praise for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think everyone was in the same, like, they would have lost a lot of
Oh, really?
players. A
Would have been.
lot of players if they were still there. Like, this was a phone call he had with me in October, November. And he said, look, I'll leave you play your football. I'll ring you in January, see if we can meet in January. And I just said, look, if they're still there, I'm not playing. Like, I'm not coming back to a club where I'm after being treated the way I was.
Yeah.
That I felt like I was disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it wasn't for me. And kind of last game of the season, they were kind of told that we're not continuing.
Yeah. Did you miss it, your time off?
Did I missed my friends.
Okay.
Did I miss the soccer? Not as much as I thought I would. I missed, like, we travel up and down together on every Saturday. There's 4 of us or 5 of us that'll travel together. You'd miss that. You'd
You miss
miss
the
the
social
chats.
aspect of it.
Yeah. Did I miss the soccer? Probably not. No.
Yeah, but unknowns to yourself, Lauren, he sowed a rotten seed in you.
Yeah.
Against, whether it's not against Wexford, it's a touch against Wexford. It's a touch against soccer.
Yeah.
It's a touch that you loved it so much.
Yeah.
And now, like, I don't know. Did I miss it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Now you're back and you're loving it as much as
Yeah.
ever. So, like, it's just something that man done.
Yeah.
And that seed is gone now, which is good. But he sowed a
Yeah.
rotten seed in you.
But it's mad
And
what
that's
two people can do.
a bad person can do that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not calling a man a bad person, but it's bad management.
Yeah.
It's bad management. You can't. Like, the first thing you have to do is check in player concern, player welfare. Never asked you how is recovery going.
No.
Like, you're after working like a horse to get back, and
Yeah.
you're 4 weeks away, and he just goes, "You're not
Well, it doesn't-
in our
see-
plans anymore."
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because you were never in his plans.
No.
So
No.
It didn't matter to
No.
him.
Like, I think I would have been missing the first 2 or 3 National League games.
Yeah, yeah.
But then he kind of said to me, oh, we've players there that are injured, that are after getting injured. And I thought, you're after signing players there that are actually out for longer, will be out for
Longer than what you were going to be.
longer than what I was going
Yeah.
to be. You sign them, but I'm actually coming back in, I might miss the first 3 games. and you're not signing me.
Yeah.
So I do think it was personal.
Well, clearly, look, you're never going to know the answers to that. But you can definitely have your own assumptions. And you're probably not too far off.
No. But even if I spoke to any of the girls, they're like, they don't know why. They don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But he seemed to be very much, it was his voice that needed to be heard. Like if you spoke up.
Yeah.
If an observation in the analysis that you're doing saying, we've played these and just say the full-backs do attack, but they're the management telling you they sit back. And you say to them, no, look, we've played them.
Yeah.
You were getting dropped for that game.
Right, well, that's wrong. Like
the next game.
Yeah. That's
If
a
you
power
had-
struggle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his way in. Attack one of the
Yeah.
stalwarts, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
Who's done it
Whereas-
all, and I'm going to use her injury as a
Yeah.
crutch. Yeah,
Where is your balance now? How's your life balance now? Between sport and life.
hasn't drank in 6 months. She's great.
Celebrate maybe one of the leagues don't drink
Yeah.
us. Yep.
Yeah.
She's signed for Pats when she finishes up at Wexford Youths.
I don't remember that.
No,
You know?
No.
You were down in Britain. I was talking to you.
Yeah, not signing for Pats though.
Oh no, but that's later on the line. Don't worry about that. That'll come later. Don't worry about that.
I'm finding that I'm trying to enjoy it more
Okay.
because I can see how easily it can be taken away
Oh
from
yeah,
you.
brilliant. Yeah, yeah.
And that like if my friends are like, oh, will we go for a drink after game on Saturday? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
That you're trying to find a balance but also not taking the piss
yeah.
of it either. Like you're not going out Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'll go to train Tuesday and I'll go back out drinking on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to enjoy it more and not put as much pressure on myself that if I go and I'm training, I'm playing.
More freedom than normal. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good. Yeah,
And if I'm sat on the bench, I'm sat on the bench. Like there's girls there that are very good that easily give them a year or two experience and they should be starting ahead of anyone.
Is Molly Walker in around it? Or she finished? No, she was at Wexford.
Emma Walker.
Or Emma.
Emma
It's Emma,
Walker,
sorry,
yeah.
is it?
She
What's wrong with me?
does she have a
Dan
sister Molly?
Bramage. I don't know. Go on, anyway. I don't know. No idea.
I was about to say I don't know that player and I was
No,
like,
it
that's
is
going to
Emma.
be so bad.
She works in the pharmacy here in town, right?
Kenkelly,
Yeah.
She was kind of basically on the receiving end of
No,
your man.
oh, really?
Yeah. I think, did she leave mid-season last year? I think. And
player,
never
right?
really came back, yeah.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
shame, isn't it?
But she's not back this year anyway.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
It's funny how you're kind of saying, like, oh, I'm not taking it for granted. Like, that kind of screams to me that it's actually, I just want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And the fact that this was taken away, that I can't be a part of this, I'm just going to enjoy every single minute of it.
Like, win, lose, like, we obviously don't like losing,
Yeah.
but
It's not going to keep you awake at night.
it's
yeah.
more acceptable now,
come
isn't it?
the end of Saturday evening or Saturday night, I'm just like, look, it is a game of soccer.
Yeah.
You know, it's you play another team the following week, so you're going to have to draw a line under it. So usually when I come off the pitch, I'm like, yep, we lost.
Move on. Next
Move
one.
on, yeah.
Disappointed, but not heartbroken either.
Were you like that with the football?
The football, well, last year it just kept getting better and better.
Yeah.
Like we just couldn't get over how we were. Like our county final, I'd say, was probably one of the toughest matches of the series. Like
Who'd you beat in that?
O'Loughlin.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
Sean Loughlin, sure, they ran All Ireland close as well, didn't they, a couple of years ago? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we only won by 3 points in that.
Wow.
And then we played a Wicklow team in like the first round of Leinster. And
It just snowballed for you, like.
it was just like as games went on, we actually just got better. And like nothing really phased us. Like we went up to Cavan and that girl Aisling Sheridan played, played AFL.
Mm-hmm.
So she was back with her 3 sisters playing for Mullinahone, I think the team was. Probably wasn't even Cavan that I was in. But
No, it was Mullinahone.
yeah, I haven't a clue where that is. And we were kind of underdogs. And probably we got battered and bruised, but we won. And
Yeah.
no one actually thought we'd win. Like even the Leinster semi-final, no one thought we'd win. The Leinster final, no one thought we won.
Just
and then
kept just one of them ones.
I think
wasn't
the
it?
commentator hit that on the radio. I said, I think Auckland was one of your tougher games. It
Yeah.
stood to you like
Yeah. And it
how
just...
hard it was, because you won a couple of games in Leinster by more than 3 points, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even the first 2 games in the Leinster, I think,
Yeah.
like we
Comfortable
won
enough, like.
well, like
Yeah.
won very well. But then like the All Ireland final, even when the other team scored, they scored goal first. I didn't think we were ever going to lose.
Yeah, I watched it on TGR. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
watched
I
it,
never
yeah.
thought we were going to lose. And everyone's like, "How did you think that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I think everyone had that feeling that, if they scored first or if they were up
Yeah,
first,
you
at
get 4, we're going to
half-time,
get 5, lads. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
I just never really thought we were going to lose that,
Yeah. No,
and we should have won by more.
what an achievement, though.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Like, where do you rank that in relation to, say, Women's National League, Champions League games? Like, is that up there for you?
I'd say between winning the National League and winning the All Ireland, it's definitely on par. Because you're playing with people like the girls.
Your parish.
Yeah, that Aoibhín, I started in Bennekerry school with. You know, since junior infants. And growing up playing with her, then to win that and clean and like the girls that we played under 14 Fela with,
Yeah, brilliant.
that were going on and we won All Ireland, that no one expected us to get there.
Yeah, Aoibhín was at Wexford as well, wasn't she, for a long time?
And then she went to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi do. Brilliant.
Yeah. So she's back the last about 2 years.
Okay, Craigie.
Year?
Is she? What was that? A stroke, have you?
No.
She's not playing any soccer at all, is she? No, just finished.
Finished playing soccer. She's in with the county.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, playing
Okay.
football.
Deadly.
Yeah.
If you could change anything about your time in sport, would you change it?
Probably not. Like, I think my career has been successful enough. I'd like to win more. But probably not take it as serious as I did at the beginning, or get too
Okay.
wound up over drills or over people not getting it, or...
I don't see that in you.
Yeah, no, I used to be very
Like
bad.
contrary.
Oh, yeah, I was. I've improved.
Can you see it? I can't see that in you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's the standards that you set yourself standards, and if it's
Well,
below
drills
par,
breaking down is frustrating, isn't it?
oh God, yeah,
If it's the same person, it's more frustrating. You're like, there's other sports you can play.
Yeah.
Get over the grid.
yeah. Even though it'd take me a few
Stand
minutes
there
now
and
to
be
get
about
it. Yeah, it'd take me a few minutes to get it, and I could be the one messing it up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girls, please talk me through what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's personal standards, really, isn't it?
But, yeah.
Like, you kind of want to, if I'm doing this, I'm doing this, lads.
Yeah. I think we were so below par for so long with Wexford that like we were getting our hammerings, and it was just hard work and grinding results out, and then you win 3 or 4 league titles.
You were never favourites to win that first one.
No.
Like, you weren't even
No.
on the odds.
No. And do you know what the funny thing is when I went to Raheny, my first year in Raheny, Wexford won the title.
Yeah.
I left
Oh, did you miss the first one?
Shelburne.
No way.
I left Shelburne.
Yeah.
Shelburne won the title.
No way.
Yeah. I
That's
thought I'm
fucking
never going
crazy.
to win.
You're
one.
looking, where's the black cloud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I was
Yeah.
like, and then I think we won the FAI Cup with Shelburne, and Wexford won the league. And then the following year, we were playing Wexford in the cup, and I think I gave away the free for Wexford to bring it to 1-1 or 2-2.
In the
And
Viva.
in the Aviva, and we
Yeah.
lost on penalties.
Oh, Jesus.
I think I tackled Rihanna, and I actually, till this day, I'm still saying it wasn't a foul.
Oh, really?
And they scored from that free kick.
But then you went back and you won one, though, right? Then you went
Back
you
and
got,
we won. I won 1 with Shells and 3 with Wexford.
okay.
I think it was a 2 in the Aviva and 1 in Tala with
Palace
Wexford.
Stadium, Yeah. You don't
Would you
even
rather
know.
play in a
yeah.
final?
Brilliant.
In the Aviva or a final in Croke Park?
Oh, Poppa.
Oh, would I rather?
Jesus, I don't know.
And that's probably a hard question.
That's
Would you
tough.
say Croke Park?
Yeah, I probably would leave.
I'm asking
Lawrence
you. You
Park.
tell me.
I think Croke Park because it's more
It's more historic, isn't it?
yeah,
Or sorry, iconic.
more iconic.
And the Viva is
Sure.
like Lansdowne Road.
That's
Yeah.
If it was Lansdowne Road, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think the Viva's modern. It's new-ish.
and like you've grown up watching
Croker.
Croker to get to Croke
Yeah.
Park,
Yeah.
to go up them steps in Croke Park, whereas the Aviva, that stadium could change possibly or could be moved out of there.
Mm.
Whereas I think Croke Park will be there for
It'll never
no,
have the history that
yeah,
Croke Park has.
yeah,
Like it's iconic. Like
yeah.
even the NFL is the NFL coming to Viva or Croke Park?
I think it's Croke Park.
Is
Were
it
they
Croke
not on
Park, is it?
sale
There's lines this weekend, is there?
this morning?
Even Westlife and Coldplay play
Like-
Croke Park. Do you know what I mean? So it's iconic.
But you, Wesley.
Yeah, Lions versus Argentina.
The Lions.
It's in Dublin
Tour.
this week, yeah.
The Lions are playing Dublin.
Yeah. First time ever.
Wow.
Hmm.
And what?
Where are you?
Soccer podcast. Lions. Can go out. Yeah, I think Croke Park is it definitely be a. Do you know I want to say something to you? For someone who doesn't do podcasts, right? You're excellent.
Thanks.
Yeah. Nervous wreck, I would say.
I'm nervous talking to her now.
You're
I'm
nervous.
like, oh,
anyway.
I'm nervous and shit.
You're nervous talking to every girl.
Fair play to you. Like you
Thank
should
you.
do it more.
Oh no,
Would you not?
no,
It's very natural to you.
one and done.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like this can be edited. It's putting my
Will not
mind.
be edited.
Mind
No, that
at
was a lie.
ease.
Anything you said inside is recorded as well, you know.
We'd be all done for
You're
then.
screwed.
Uh,
Every name you said, everybody is slaughtered.
Wasn't me.
where do you hope to be at the end of the season?
Oh, hopefully still playing.
Okay. Injury free.
Injury free.
Mm-hmm.
Well, manageable.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm gone to the stage now of manageable.
Because you're hurting anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's manageable, I'm happy. Like it's mad. I was actually thinking about this. We're third in the league,
Yeah.
so we have a league match this weekend. We have the the FAI Cup the first round the following week, and the All Ireland Cup the week after that in the quarter final. Basically, if you lose them two cup games,
It's a bleak season.
it's a very bleak season.
Mm.
Like it's a 9-point gap from,
3-game swing.
do you know?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
And given the record that the other two teams have, I think they've both had like the longest winning streak and the longest unbeaten
Athlone
run.
have come on nowhere, haven't they? Like
Yeah.
really unbelievable.
Very athletic.
Oh man.
Are they?
Very athletic, yeah.
They're deadly.
But like, even built, like their stature is they're just athletes.
Yeah.
Very much athletes.
Yeah, they're
Kind of Galway's gone kind of that way as well now.
yeah. But I think overall it's improved massively.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Women's game.
I think it's a much better product. I don't think it gets the recognition it deserves. Nationally and locally, and to be honest with you, we probably have to hold our hand up as well because we don't really give it much time locally, and we probably should, right? But I just think that a lot of things have to change. I definitely think, like when it came out at the time where the national team got their tracksuits in Dublin Airport, like,
Oh,
and they had to go in.
I remember we used to get changed under the Irish 17s and 19s that you'd fly home, you'd be given a black sack, and you had to make sure you had the zip up, the t-shirt, and the pants
It gets ridiculous.
back into the bag.
That's crazy.
But it was the norm. It's what we knew. It was
Yeah.
the norm. Do you know, that kind of way
Yeah,
that we knew no different.
I think we've moved on from that, though, right?
Yeah,
Like I even look at. I would watch the women's game if it's on because it does get good coverage on TG4 and that. And I would watch it if there was a game on. But I even think the fact you have names on the jerseys now and you can clearly see the attendances are getting bigger.
they are and they aren't. Like, you look at Ferry Carrick, which is probably out of the way for most people in Wexford.
It's the worst stadium in the world to get to.
And I probably could tell you that 20, that's probably been fairly sound about it, people that will be at the match
Yeah, but I just think that's down to location.
every week. I did see they are looking to change the stadium
It's going to Wexford Town.
into Wexford Town,
Yeah, it's,
which you'd hope, but
There's a road going through that.
yeah.
Very Carrick, isn't it?
But like, you'd be lucky if you get more.
Yeah, but if you go, say you
120.
take Athlone
Yeah.
Like they'd have a big crowd because
Yeah.
the stadium's in the middle of the town.
Yeah. And there's always one person that you can hear and it absolutely wrecks your head.
Is it like man or woman?
Woman.
Oh really?
Oh, she does give out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like
abuse.
For them.
Abuse.
Oh really?
Oh,
Does she?
abuse, yeah.
Yeah.
Like my dad, like he goes to every single game. Like he went up to the Carlow and Sligo
Football.
match. Like he's mad. He'd go.
There's
He
been
just loves
Tubbercurry.
sport. Like, but he'd go to every game, and he says he has to sit to the other side of the stand
Go ahead.
because he doesn't even know who your one is. But it's obviously someone's parent or
She's just on the spectrum or something, is she? Or something.
haven't.
Can you
a
say that
clue.
on the spectrum? We're getting cancelled now, are
She
we?
just did.
Sorry about that.
Edit?
No, I don't think so. I'll keep it in. Sure, we'll see what happens. Controversy sells.
Yeah. So
Do you hear
she-
that? I've often wondered about that about players. Do you hear that as a player?
No, I wouldn't when you're playing the match.
Yeah.
But just say you went over to get a drink or something. There was a stoppage and play.
Yeah, hobby chalk on that.
Yeah. She, honest to God, would
How many
probably say
helium
that.
balloons?
Yeah. She probably would say that.
That's terrible. Isn't it?
But I would not hear.
You blank it out.
I blank everything out.
Do you like which side of the back four you like playing?
I play on the right centre back.
I have a feeling you prefer the left.
No. I'm a lot more comfortable on the right.
Do you
My
think?
left foot now, that could go anywhere.
What foot are you?
Right foot.
Yeah, but I think you should play on the left
Why?
because then when the ball comes in your inside channel, you're right footed. You've more chance of blocking it.
Never thought of that.
Nearly the
actually.
modern thing,
That's
isn't
why I'm
it?
the coach. Do you know what I mean, Lauren?
Here we go. Now.
Stick with me.
Head is swelling
I
now.
started the season.
That's
yeah.
enough.
I started the season playing left side of centre back.
But do you know what I mean? If it goes on the outside of you,
Yeah.
you can go after it anyway.
Yeah.
But if it's coming in the inside channel and you're right footed on the left side, you'll be able to intercept it. But if you're if you're right footed and
the
you're
right
on the
side.
right side and it goes, you're not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
It makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Like, no way your face doesn't.
No,
make
it does. But most
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. You're-
I'm not
Lauren,
doing it. I'm not changing for you.
You're not part of my, you're not part of my plans going forward. Right. I'm only joking.
Still
no,
a touchy
just-
subject.
Yeah. Sorry, too soon. No, because I actually would have said that from watching you play a little bit. That I think the other side is suits. But look, what do I know?
Yeah, but with the women's game, most balls aren't really played in between the two centre halves.
behind.
They're actually behind or between your
Full
right
back.
back and your centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of teams that are
use that channel.
direct, like through the two centre backs.
Yeah, you're good in the air though.
Oh, my dad gives out to me so much about it.
Does he?
He's like, Lauren, what are you doing? Do you know
I
that kind
think
of...
I think you're decent in the air.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, you don't mind a header like.
I don't mind headering the ball.
Yeah.
But he's like, will you ever open your eyes? And he's like, you're scrunching. And I'm like, sure,
That's how I head
yeah.
the ball.
My brother was like, she's been at that for 28 years. She's not going to change now.
Yeah, but you're like, your shape is good. Like you have that boxer stance. You're not square. Like you can go compete. You know.
Yeah. I'd probably be the one that will throw in the tackle. Whereas
Yeah, you love a tackle.
some people would stand up. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
ball and player is going.
Yeah, I'm going to ground.
Like if I get the ball without the player, is it a good tackle? Who knows?
Love
Yes,
that.
Lauren, it is. Yeah, it
knows?
is.
For the first two games,
Oh, you want to leave something on, don't you? You want to leave something on someone.
Yeah.
first two games I came back this season, I'd say I was actually only coming back because, in fairness, the lads gave me a break because we were playing up until December with the football. And
Is the ball without the player a good tackle?
but the first two games I
Deadly.
came on for 5 minutes. I'd say I was on the pitch 30 seconds, got a straight yellow card.
No way.
Second match,
Oh, just come on and spit in the garden or something. Did you? What
No.
you to do like?
I got the ball.
Oh really? Oh really?
Yeah.
So you're one of many to get booked for getting the
Now
ball.
you can see why she gives out in training. I got the ball.
Yeah.
Same thing again in the next game. So 2 games straight in a row, straight yellow card.
Yeah, but sort of yellow cards like.
But it was quite close
But that
to
you
the
just
box.
said it. Oh really? So
Oh.
you're flirting with penalty line like.
Like,
Okay.
if I had took one step back,
Yeah.
I didn't realise how close I was until I
Looked.
was like, oops, Do you know, that kind of. They didn't score from it.
But you should know better considering the level you're playing at and the length you're playing at.
But look, I was kicked out the year before. I hadn't played in nearly a year.
Yeah, someone was getting it.
I was rusty.
Someone was getting it.
Do you know what I mean?
rusty.
Yeah.
I was rusty.
There's only one way to shake rust.
Yeah.
Kick someone.
But look, I only ever got one red card in my life. So
Did you?
yeah, and it wasn't even now.
2 yellows.
This wasn't your fault.
Hand on heart, it was not my fault.
When someone says hand on heart,
And don't put the hand on their heart.
Yeah, usually it's your fault.
Hand on heart. Touch wood.
I swear to God, I didn't do it. What did you get sent off for?
It was in one of the Champions League games in FAI, and I scored a goal. I don't usually score very often, but I scored a goal. 5 minutes later, I got sent off.
Straight red.
Straight red.
You were still celebrating, was it?
But the bad thing is that so the lineswoman tried to get the attention of the ref to tell her it wasn't a red card.
Oh, stop.
So I got the ball. I was in the box, but like it was a genuine attempt of getting the ball.
Yeah.
But I actually got the ball. The ball like went that way. I ran this way. The ball went that way. The woman was going this way. So I clearly got the ball, and
Yeah.
she fell
Yeah.
over me, and she gave me a straight red and a penalty. And after the game, she was being assessed, and she got taken off the next game.
Because
Was
of
the
that
last-
decision.
Because of
That
that
tells you
decision.
everything, right?
And Michelle O'Neill was doing fourth official at the games, and they were out, the refs were out on a walk the next day, and actually one of the lineswomen came up and apologised to me and said the ref wouldn't listen.
Go away.
And so I was suspended for the game.
That'd wind me up even more though
Yeah.
if he come over and
Isn't
bite
it
you.
terrible though that you do an assessment like that? Like this is why it gets me. So there's a referee's assessor. To do that, the decision is obviously wrong. Why can't they contact the club and go, we got that decision wrong, that red card is not standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
So instead I missed the game.
yeah, which you're being punished for
Yeah.
a bad.
Bad decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing they could fix.
It's like paying €30 for something, right? And you hand in a 50, it doesn't give you change. And they calls your host the next day. Yeah, no, I actually should have given you back 20 there.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah.
about that. No, you wouldn't. It'd be rectified straight away. Give me the fucking 20 and get out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but this is the level though. This is the level of officiating that needs to be addressed, because I sometimes think that they're oblivious to it. That they think it's okay to make these decisions. I sometimes think they don't understand what's on the line here. Like you're talking about playing the Champions League, and that's year you're probably close to actually qualifying properly for it, right?
Yeah, I think if we had won that game, I think we were fairly close to qualifying. But I was sitting in the stand.
Is
Correct.
that a regret you never got to play in it properly? I know you played in it. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but the fact that you never got to the
I got actually to, well, I didn't get there because I joined Raheny, but we got to the last 32.
oh go, I didn't know that
Yeah,
because you didn't tell me.
sorry.
Another one.
Another one.
Do you want to do
Yeah.
your research?
Good.
No, I joined the year Raheny won the league, so the following year
Do it Champions League.
they were Champions
Yeah,
League.
gotcha.
And we went over to, I haven't a clue where we actually went over to, but we won.
A Wi-Fi passcode, was it one of them jobs?
Yeah, it was like nearly third world
Yeah.
kind of. Pitches were shocking. Yeah, they were very bad.
Saipan, was it?
Oh, I don't know where it
Europe,
was.
Europe,
yeah.
bud. Where in the world here beside me?
Third. Hey. I do the jokes around here, not you.
Sorry about that.
Took off the glasses.
Yeah.
Clark Kent.
But we got to, the last 32 and played Bristol. So we played them home and away.
Bristol will be through their Premier, are they?
Yeah, they were doing very well at
time.
that year when we...
Which the Women's League wouldn't have been, the Women's Premier League wouldn't have been established over there.
No,
Yeah, would they not?
don't think so.
So you got that. Well, that was an experience then,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
didn't realise you got that level. I didn't realise you.
Yeah, we played last 32. I think we got badly beaten the one in Bristol. I think we lost
Over 2 legs.
4-0. Yeah, it was over 2 legs.
Well, did you play in their stadium?
Um,
Did play with a college, did they?
no, it had a
It did.
stadium. Yeah, don't have great memory when it comes to things like that.
Yeah,
but-
I'd
Just
have,
a game.
I'd never.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I'd be completely different in that.
know.
Here's where we're going to finish up, right? I'm going to give you quick fire questions.
Okay.
I didn't tell you we were doing this, but I decided to do this today because I had too much time in my hands.
Who does your eyelashes?
Alma.
Next one.
I'm going to rattle through them fairly quick, right? Toughest opponent.
Kylie Murphy. In training.
Really?
Yeah. She just...
Oh, we can't just... sorry, we'll stop quick fire for a second. Go on.
She just... It's like her second movements. She's very good in the air. Just... She will not let you win the ball easily. So, like, we could be playing a small-sided game and she could be up front and I'm centre half. And you'd be kicking the ankles off each other. Do you know that kind of way? It's just tough.
They're the best training sessions, though, aren't
yeah.
they? Yeah. They're
But, like,
great.
then she'd probably be the only one that will be that physical with me. Do you get me?
Because you're the world of good, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But she'd be called for one way and then she's...
You don't want to be hugged, like, you know what I mean?
But her football IQ is...
Well, she's super versatile.
That's just,
Yeah.
she's, yeah.
Kylie can play right back, left back,
Yeah.
centre half. 6, 8, 10.
Yeah.
She can play 9.
Yeah.
No problem.
She's playing striker at the moment.
She played a couple of
Got
years
two
ago.
at the weekend, did she?
2 at the weekend, yeah.
What was that? You won the league the year, so she played up front and
She got player...
She-
up front.
she top scorer.
Player of the year as well,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Toughest opponent outside of Wexford then?
It's really bad because I actually don't know half the players.
Move on.
Do your research.
Favourite song on your playlist?
These are deadly. I love these. This is another section we have to do now, Pat. This is good.
What's yours? Just give me time to think.
We're interviews here.
Go on, what's yours?
You're
Mine.
talking to two music geniuses here.
Okay, go on.
Mine, at the moment, I'd say Graffiti on the Train by Stereophonics.
Okay, never heard of it.
I'm on a Creedence Clearwater Revival buzz at
Yeah.
the moment. Going round the bend is
Yeah.
up ahead. That's tune.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, what's yours?
I'm gonna go.
Gonna go with Sabrina Carpenter, please, please, please.
No,
That's the last thing I
Amble. We'll
listened
go
to.
Amble.
What's Amble?
They're a band, an Irish band.
Are they?
Yeah,
What, are they good?
yeah, I like them.
All right. Spotify Amble. Well, I can't copyright. Can't do anything. What are they good? Yeah, where are they from?
Yeah.
Are they, like, is it trap music or?
Are they from Meath or something?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard them before.
I like their music at the moment.
Okay.
Couldn't pick you out a song.
Gotcha.
because
Tea or coffee?
Don't drink either.
Do you know?
No.
Water?
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
Marshmallows?
With marshmallows, no cream.
I leave the room here, will I, lads?
I actually
There's
love
a moment here.
hot chocolate with marsh. We buy the fancy coffees. You know the machine that
Yeah.
Snob. Go on, Annie.
definitely has one, by the way. Like, I get hot chocolate. Like, I pretend I'm getting hot chocolate. But it's
Yeah.
excuse to eat marshmallows. So I have like that much hot chocolate in the cup, just fill it with marshmallows. And eat like green Cocoa Pops. Oh, it's quite nice. It's deadly. Your Chinese order. Like Chinese food?
Love Chinese.
Go on, Chinese order.
Spice bag.
Ah.
Or just crispy shredded
veg?
chicken.
Without veg?
We'll get it with veg, but I'll take out the
veg.
the peppers.
Oh, will you?
Yeah,
Do you like veg?
not really. I'm a very plain Jane. I'll eat a raw carrot.
Well, when you
And
say
that's-
spice
Oh,
bag
that's
and crispy shredded chicken, that's...
Crispy shredded chicken is the same thing.
Do you like rice?
Rice, egg fried rice,
Would you get a bit of sauce?
curry sauce.
Don't go satay, no.
No, curry sauce.
Curry is so basic, man.
Basic girl.
It is, though. Satay is delicious.
No.
Do you go to Kung Fu?
No.
Go to Kung Fu and Greg and get garlic butter or crispy shredded chicken.
Garlic butter.
Crispy shredded chicken. Different level.
Nice.
Thank me later.
Like, is the garlic butter on the side or it's...
It's in it. Just get a starter
Alright.
portion.
Okay.
Just get and try it. You'll love it.
Garlic butter.
And we'll be best friends forever. Okay?
Okay.
Don't argue him over food, Lauren.
Won't.
If you aren't playing sport, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Catching up with friends.
Brilliant. One word to describe your playing style.
Old school. Kind of too.
2 words. I'll give you it. I like it.
What would you
Last.
say?
To describe
One word.
aggressive.
Yeah.
But I think it's better than one word. For me,
I'd say
you can
controlled.
play. You can play. You can play
Which is
like.
like aggressive, but
I would rather the ball go to the far side than my side.
Yeah, but when you get it down, like if you're playing out, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, you don't avoid. You don't shy away from it.
not a
like.
panicker, are you?
No. But I'd much prefer to go to the far side.
Yeah.
Like, I'd
you're,
be very much...
You're a defender first kind of player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
like,
that.
I don't mind if I have to kick that ball out 100 times over the line.
Yeah.
I'd rather out of danger than me trying to take it down and losing it.
Do you want
and
clean
they
sheets
score.
here, lads, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I like that kind of player as
You
well,
know.
though.
I think you need it in a team.
How many years you've left?
6 months.
Is this your retirement tour?
No. I'll see how the body holds up.
You're about 24, like.
I'm 28.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to be
So
nice.
we'll see. I think there'll be a lot of change in Wexford in the come the end of the season.
You can't just do that. You may elaborate on that.
I can. I just did.
She's the boss.
It's a Mystic Meg we have this week.
yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of changes, like players coming and going.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Just
It's
time is up for a lot of people.
But the girls' game is so popular underage now, isn't it? That the players are coming through quicker.
Yeah, like, we've girls that are 16, 17, and they're unbelievable.
I look at that 17s training, Pat has said it, and I have to say...
That's Wexford down impact,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Blondie's daughter, Mia running, I think Timo's daughter was on it. Like, they're
Yeah, Caitlin was on it, Caitlin Timmins.
they're proper players. Like.
I feel like it's more advanced now, like as in girls' skills are not what they were even 10 years ago.
They're technically
Gifted.
super comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, and I think 10 years ago, they weren't.
No.
That's no disrespect.
No, we weren't.
I think it was more of get it down, turn the back four, get
Yeah.
the ball in the box, let's squeeze as high as we can. Now I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at them training the 17s, and I'm looking at them saying, wow, they're playing a kind of rotation in the middle, and they're playing inverted fullbacks, and the ball is down, they're playing, and it's like they can play.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the standard is just going up and up, and like I've seen clips of the Gainer Cup from this year. Some of the goals, Emily Carpenter's goal,
Yeah. seen it.
outrageous. Give it a show there a couple of weeks
Fantastic,
ago.
wasn't it?
incredible.
But seemingly she got a better one that wasn't on camera.
Stop.
Seemingly she got one where she flicked it up and volleyed it in the one movement. And the goal was caught.
So
but
all games not recorded.
they are, but the camera wasn't on her or something like
right.
that. Or it wasn't. When they
With
showed it, it
fake,
just showed
yeah.
the volley.
Yeah.
But seemingly a ball came into her and she flicked it. I don't know if she flicked it with her left hit or right or vice versa or whatever. But the volley, that's like, that was outrageous strike.
She's very good, isn't she?
I had her under 12s with New Oak, and she's
Playing 16s with no
playing 16 girls, yeah, and she's...
And this is her second Gainer Cup as well. She was in the Gainer Cup last year as well.
Yeah. And I think she's training up in Shelburne.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah. She's
Brilliant, isn't it?
very, very good.
I'm trying to
Very
get her to
good.
Wexford now.
We'll see. See what happens.
Keeping it coy, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Very coy.
I have to say, Lauren, I'm extremely impressed with your answers. That was a stupid thing to say.
Your
wasn't it?
demeanour.
I'm extremely, yeah. Sorry, that's the word.
I'll educate you, but
Thanks, bud. I'm extremely impressed with your demeanour. For a girl that said, or a woman that said that she never done anything like this before, you've been absolutely fantastic. I have to say, I'm
you.
super impressed. And I'm that impressed I've said it to you twice. Papa, you man?
It's incredible to see how humble you are.
Yeah.
That's a very accurate
You are
word
like that
on you,
outside,
I'd say.
like you came out with
you
your
were-
medals around your neck.
When you said you were nervous, yeah.
Like
Robin
Mrs. T
biscuits
walking
and
through the
everything.
door.
She's 4 Kit Kats in her hoodie over there, so she's no, you're incredibly humble and obviously very talented, and I hope you come back real quick and stay enjoying it, because I think the attitude you have now you'll appreciate it more, that you're just more relaxed. It's only a game of soccer at the end of the day. You have to get up to go to work in the morning,
Absolutely.
whether you win, lose or draw, and that's the attitude to have.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the very, very best of luck.
Thank you, and thank you very much for having me on.
I second that. All the best. I wish you all the best. I feel sorry for you that you're involved with Josh, but look, you know what I mean?
You had to get that in. Poor Josh.
Yeah.
I know. I love Josh. Josh's one of my favourites.
Good lad.
Thanks so much for coming on. I genuinely appreciate it, and we'd love to even have you back on, even with Kylie, get two of you on at some stage if you're up for it.
I did say to her the only way I'll go on is if she came on with me.
Yeah.
She goes, no, Lauren, you have to go on your own.
We might get both of you on maybe at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And you can then tell us then the news that you already know, right? About
The
what's going on in
developments.
Wexford. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know what's happening.
No, she doesn't.
Don't know what's happening.
Lads, that's episode 66 in the bag. Get out there and follow us on all social media. Follow us on YouTube. We have a giveaway coming up. Ampifi are working on it. It's coming up anyway, right? But yeah, give us a follow, give us a share. I don't know how to do this. Just like us and everything. Will you please just fucking do it? Thanks to the lads at Ampifi, Paddy and James. Thanks so much for the use of facilities. It's fantastic. And thanks to the listener. The feedback over the last few weeks has been absolutely unbelievable. Keep it coming, good or bad. As always, Pop, not my podcast.
Not my podcast.
Carlow Soccer's podcast. It's your podcast. Good luck and God bless.
Brilliant.
How long have you done?
That's full time on this week's
How long do you think
episode
it
of the
is?
Housey podcast. Available on all podcasting platforms. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter/X. Proudly sponsored by Ampifi. Got a story to tell? A voice that needs to be heard? Get in touch with us here in Ampifi, Carlow Town's professional home for podcasters of all kinds. We can be found on Instagram at Ampifi Podcast Studio. Ampifi, power up your podcast.